Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Live with Chase. So, if you were watching the last live stream, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I guess YouTube is trying to tell me that they don't want me to stream and that this is a bad idea, but who cares what they think? I'm going to keep trying this because I do not want live stream number 3 to be held back yet again, because I've been trying to do this for almost a month, I believe, and it's really starting to get frustrating, but hopefully things work out okay this time, because we were having a lot of lag issues in the last stream from a few minutes ago, and even though I sound like really mad, I really don't care that much. It's just mildly irritating, but like I'm not gonna throw a fit over it because I'm not that much of a maniac, but you know, looks like we already got back most of our people from the previous stream. Hello, Fiona Lover 2.0 Gaming. Once again, you were the first one here, just like last time, so that's nice. Oh my, wait a second, is that Splodge Productions? Seriously, is that Splodge Productions? Oh my gosh, welcome back. I have not seen you in ages. Yeah, welcome back to the channel, I guess. I don't know if you ever left or if you just became silent, but I've known Splodge Productions not really well, but I've known Splodge since like the early days of my time in the Thomas fandom. But yeah, it's nice to see you again if that is the real Splodge Productions. And it's nice to see the rest of you too. Sodor Express Studios, Caleb the Spooky Engine 06, the Gaming Flutist, and everyone else who's joining right now, who I have yet to look at. Hello, Jax Trains. Also, thank you for the comment. Good to see you again. I appreciate it. Well, you're welcome, Caleb. I always like to make sure that my viewers feel welcome on the channel, you know, because it's not that hard to be nice to people. I like to treat my viewers with respect, you know, because I like to try and be a good person. It's not that hard. Some people can't grasp that, though, and it's really sad. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to try yet again to do a character elimination live stream. I tried doing this many times before, but each time ended in problems or YouTube not working. But the last time the stream glitched out, that wasn't necessarily YouTube. That might have actually been Streamlabs glitching, but it couldn't have been my Wi-Fi, because my Wi-Fi connection right now is really good, better than it was that 1 week. So before we start the character elimination itself, let's just talk about like normal things, like how have you guys been doing? How's your day been going, honestly? Because I like to interact with my viewers, because I appreciate each and every one of you, and I want to talk to you, if that makes sense. Hey, Seth. Spooky, scary skeletons. Yep. It is spooky month, as we're all aware. And speaking of it being spooky month, spooky season is here. A video is coming out later this month. Now, I briefly talked about this in the last live stream before the glitch happened. It's going to be a Halloween-related video, or a spooky kind of video, if you know what I mean. And, it's going to be a remake. Well, actually, a clip remake. And it's going to involve Henry, and based on the setting, you can probably tell what it is. Plus, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already saw what the episode is. You know what? I'll just tell you right now. I don't really feel like keeping a surprise because a lot of people already know it. It's Haunted Henry, okay? But it's not the full episode. It's a clip remake. Yeah, you might see that as a bit of a letdown, but it's better than nothing at all, which has been the case for the past 10 months almost, besides one 5-second clip of Thomas, which I don't really count that as a proper video because not a lot happens and it's just stock footage almost. But yeah, it's Haunted Henry. It's a clip from Haunted Henry, and it's going to be the first time I've actually filmed a remake since December. So I hope you're all excited for that. And, yeah, just be on the lookout. I'm almost finished filming my Halloween special. Oh, that's nice. Question mark? Thank God my sister isn't here. Oh yeah, I remember your sister joined the one stream and it got really weird because I don't even remember what was going on, but it was really funny. Or at least I thought it was funny. You probably didn't, but... Alright, I saw someone earlier in the chat. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Sodor Express Studios. Someone earlier mentioned something about Sprout, because I remember last week when I tried to stream, we got into this big nostalgia trip all about Sprout and all the different shows that we all watched back then. I miss Sprout. I miss being a little kid watching Sprout, watching shows like Thomas, Bob the Builder, Fireman Sam, Kipper the Dog, like all this stuff. I just miss Sprout in general. I just miss being a little kid in general. Most people might as well. Most people probably agree with that. But things were just easier, you know? And kids shows were actually somewhat good. Oh yeah, Lazy Town. That's another show I remember watching when I was younger. Rory the Racing Car. Yeah, that was another one that I remember. Mostly because it was on a bunch of Season 12 Thomas DVDs back in like 2008, 2009, whenever the DVDs were coming out, because I guess it was, since it was a new show at the time, they wanted to advertise it on something very popular like Thomas, because a lot of kids like Thomas, so of course they're gonna want these kids to see a new show and get the kids, get the main target demographic invested, if you know what I mean. Remember Phineas and Ferb? Who doesn't remember Phineas and Ferb? Phineas and Ferb was amazing. I loved Phineas and Ferb. I recently rewatched like the first few seasons of it earlier this year. What was that one show about the costume shop? The costume shop. Hang on. Okay, that sounds so familiar, but I can't think of it. Do any of you in the chat know? Perry. Yeah, I would have said something like, Perry the Platypus in my Dr. Doofenshmirtz voice, but it's not that great, and I don't want to do that voice on a stream yet, but I can do a decent one, I think. But it's not good enough to do on the stream. I know you'd probably love to hear that, but nope. But the show about the costume shop, that sounds so familiar, I just can't think of it, or I can't think of the name. I kind of know what you're talking about.
You should do your golden voice. Well, I'm doing it right now, and I hope you all like it. It's definitely gotten better since I last used it in a video, which was Golden Goes Foreign, as far as I remember. Plus, I'm pretty sure I've done it on live streams before, but here is my Gordon voice for those of you who want to hear it.
Yeah, there you go. There's my Gordon voice. I've gotten to the point where I can just start saying random, I can just say whatever, like I'm talking like in a normal sentence, like on a live stream like this. Obviously not in public, because I would get a lot of weird looks if I did that. Yeah. Yeah, the gaming flutist knows all about my voices, if you know what I mean. Will you hide A113 in your videos? I've never really thought about that before, but it would be interesting, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. Yeah, it looks like some of you are pretty surprised by that Gordon voice. Not in a bad way, of course, but, that is my Gordon voice. It's been a while since I've done it publicly, because the last time I did it in a video was episode 2 of Tales of the Sodor Engines, but that series is being heavily reworked, so that's the current situation with my series. Sorry if that disappoints any of you, but a lot of things are still being worked out in general and just need to be fixed. So I just want to talk like this for a little bit longer, and then we can actually get the main point of the live stream started. Oh my gosh, that sounds so much like Gordon. Yeah, a lot of people really like my Gordon voice for some reason. I mean, I think it's pretty good, so I mean, thank you, I guess, if you like my Gordon voice. And then I also can do the Fat Controller, but I'm pretty sure you know what that sounds like, because that is the voice that I've done for the most people. Basically, most of the voice acting that I've done in my time in the fandom has been to voice the Fat Controller. I've voiced Gordon a few times for a few different people, but not as much as the Fat Controller. Plus, ever since I've started YouTube, or at least in the Thomas fandom side of things, I've gotten better with my voice acting. Like, I can do different voices pretty easily now. So, yeah, that's just a little tidbit about my character voices. I might do other ones later in the stream if you really want, but I don't know. We've been streaming for 13 minutes and 5 seconds, and it's going pretty well so far. I mean, we have a decent amount of people, which is essential for character elimination. Because without people here, the thing kind of doesn't work. Speaking of getting people here, I'm gonna share the link with a few people. The Chica Show, is that the one you were thinking of, having to do with a costume closet? I don't remember much of the Chica Show, but I know it exists, and I know that I watched it at some point. But that came along a little bit later. Like, a lot later, actually. I don't remember it that much, but I remember it being on. Alright, so what else can we talk about here? Because I want to get ready to start in a little bit. So if you want to talk about anything else, now is your chance. You can ask a question. You can just say something in general. Yeah, the Chica Show, I think that actually had one of the hosts, I guess, from the Sunny Side Up show, which was like their morning show. I think it was Kelly. And then there was this other show that came along later that I don't remember much about, but it's kind of like the Chica Show, where I don't remember it like a lot of other shows on Sprout from when I was little, because this was a lot later. But there was this show called Noodle and Doodle, I think, and it had Sean, who was another, I think his name was Sean, and he was another host from the Sunny Side Up show, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had like his own show with this other puppet character, and it was like, I think it was like about like, I don't know what it was about, but it involved him and this puppet character. I don't know. I don't remember anything else about it besides that. If any of you know what that is, or if any of you could help me out here, that would be wonderful. Hey, Caroline the Car Productions, you have not missed the actual character elimination because I haven't even started it yet. We've just been talking about other things. But yeah, like I said, if you have any questions for me about anything, including videos, other things to do with Sprout, because that's become a pretty big topic, I guess, or voice acting, or character voices, or just anything, just go ahead. As long as it's not anything personal or severely inappropriate for this channel, then go right ahead. I don't know how late this stream is going to go for. Hopefully not too late. Will you voice act in Pride of the UPRR? Maybe if I'm able to. I shouldn't be too busy to do that because even after no, not even after my break, even during my break from YouTube, I still voiced for people because it's not as difficult to do as like making a full-blown video. So I should be able to. If you want me to voice for you, just ask or just message me anywhere. I'm most active on Twitter these days in terms of the Thomas fandom, so you can find me there if you want a quick way to contact me. But yeah, hopefully that helps you. Please end it before 10 p.m. because I have to go to bed before 10 p.m. Well, okay, then whose series is it then if it's not yours? Because I want to, like, have them talk to me just to confirm that I'm listed in a public playlist so you can still watch them. Okay, well, please tell them to contact me so I know, like, what's going on here. If they want me to voice for them. But yeah, you'll probably miss like the ending parts. But yeah, you can just go back and rewatch the parts you missed whenever you're able to, because the stream will stay up. I don't make my streams private anymore unless they're like super short streams that don't even count as part of the series, or what did you say? You said something about a playlist. Yeah, I was talking to this one person, Caroline the Car Productions, who wanted me to end the stream before 10 p.m. Yeah, it'll probably go longer than that. So that goes for anybody. If you have to leave or you miss part of the stream, you can always go back and rewatch it. Maybe you could like save the timestamp or like write it down or type it in somewhere. That way you can go back to it because the stream will not be private after this. Do you have a wooden railway, Marion? Nope. We should do a stream and react to a full Sunny Side Up show episode. Yes! That actually would be a great idea for a future live stream. Like, that could be the main focus or concept of one of my streams. That would be amazing. That's a wonderful idea. Or we could just watch one of those streams where it's about, like, how many of these shows do you remember from your childhood or something? And we could all play along and see how many we remember. Because I know this was a while back, like earlier in the year, about like May or something. One night, me and the gaming flutist were messaging each other, and she was watching a video of kids shows from like the 2000s, I think. I think that's what the video was. I don't remember the exact title, but it was like a nostalgia 2000s children's shows. How many do you remember? Something like that. And we both remembered nearly everything except for like a few shows. Yeah, but I definitely remember a lot of stuff from that time period because that was most of what was airing back then. On stuff like Sprout, Nick Jr., all kinds of different things, you know? Um, that or we can watch Sudrian Conflict. Oh, hey, Liam's here. Hello, welcome to the stream. You're not missing a whole lot besides me just talking for a little bit. The Upside Down Show. Oh, yeah, that was one of the... I think that was one of the videos on it. I don't remember if it was, but I recognize that show. Nick Jr. was my childhood. Yeah, Nick Jr. was another one that I watched a lot. But I was mostly into Sprout. But there were some shows on Nick Jr. that I watched. The Stanley Side Down Show. Interesting, I guess. Liam forced me to say this here. I am not surprised one bit. I remember watching season 4 on Sprout. Yeah, if you mean season 4 of Thomas, yeah, because that was so cool how they actually aired the classic episodes on Sprout around that time period. Like, I have very clear memories of watching, like, Rock and Roll, the episode with Duncan. On Sprout. Like, I have a very clear memory of it. Along with many other specific episodes, like, another episode I remember watching on Sprout, I think was Trust Thomas. What's another one? Thomas's Train. Well, it was called A Big Day for Thomas in the U.S. Who watched Miles from Tomorrowland? Was that a Disney Junior show? I know the name, but that was like about the point that I just didn't watch that stuff anymore. Like that was way after I watched that stuff. But I remember it. Yeah, Disney Junior, but that was way past when I was watching that. Plus, I'm pretty sure Disney Junior actually used to be called Playhouse Disney. I don't remember when they changed it, but I want to say it was 2011, and if it wasn't 2011, it was 2009. I feel like it was 2011, though, because I remember it used to be called Playhouse Disney. I think that's what it was, unless that was a completely separate thing altogether. I thought Hank was Hero when I was little. I mean, I kind of get that. I mean, they're both pretty big, but yeah, they're still really different. I was at the tail end of Sprout 2009 to 2014. That's when I watched cartoons. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream. Dang, I sounded really mad when I said that. I was like, hello, David. Yeah, sorry about that. That really sounded mad. I don't know what was wrong with me there. Alright. Just sending the link out to a few more group chats just to get people to join because we need people here for character elimination. I mean, we already have a really good amount of people here, so I might as well just get ready to start now. If that's all right with everyone else. I currently recovered from being sick with allergies. Yeah, allergies suck. I'm just gonna be honest here. Allergies are really, really annoying. They were pretty bad in the last, like, they were pretty bad, like, the past week or so, but I'm doing a little better now. Yeah, allergies are not fun. Then again, who thinks they're actually fun? If that person is out there, then all I have to say is, what the heck is wrong with you? Ugh. Me too, they were pretty bad last week. Oh, so I guess I wasn't the only one, which, I mean, I didn't think I was anyway. Yeah. Pretty annoying stuff, you know, but... Alright. So, with that, I think we can get ready to get this game started. Alrighty then. Now it is time to get ready to start. Let me just make sure everything is okay here. I'm gonna pull up something on my iPad so I can keep track of the scores of the characters, because this game actually works in a really simple way. And it's not that difficult once you understand how it works. So basically what happens is each round, or each round of the game, two characters are put up against each other, and then you all have to vote on which character you like better. And whichever character has the most votes is the character that moves on and wins that round. And the character with the least amount of votes is eliminated and is out of the game, at least for this stream, because I'll get into that in a minute. So it basically just continues like that until I run out of characters, and just to keep things simple, I might be just doing seasons 1 through 7 characters, because I don't want this stream to go terribly long. And this includes any kind of character. This includes vehicles, I mean, they're all vehicles technically. This includes road vehicles, engines, rolling stock, and just anything else. Who knows, I might even include the fat controller just for fun. But, yeah, hopefully that's pretty easy to understand. It should be. Yes, technically Stanky will be in the game, but he'll be here as Stanley, the correct character that he's supposed to be. So, with that all out of the way... Wait, nope, hang on, there's one more thing I want to mention. What I might do is... each stream, I'm going to use the characters that were eliminated and have another round and see who is up from that. And just try and get all the winners from each stream or each segment of the game together in one final showdown. I don't know. I don't have that part finalized yet, but it's kind of what I plan on doing. So hopefully that's pretty easy to understand, or at least the current state of this is easy to understand. And with that, let's get started. So the first two characters are not going to be Thomas and Henry, because that would be too obvious, I think. So just to mix it up, we're going to change the characters on screen. And we're also going to move my phone a little bit, because I'm going to show the edge of the set if I'm not careful. Alright, so let's pick out two characters to start us off. And how am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to do what I did last time I attempted to do this, and I'm just going to blindly pick two characters. And whichever those two characters are, no matter how random of a pairing, yeah, these aren't going to be super obvious pairings where like, it's obvious who everyone's gonna pick. But that might happen when I start running out of characters. Just warning you. So I'm going to pick 2 characters at random without even looking at my bin. And whichever 2 characters come out of the bin, those are the characters that will face off first. And another rule, don't begin voting until I say so. Yeah, I'll do that, and you guys will have a minute to put your votes in. Just in case some people might take a little longer, or some people might join later. I don't know, like something like that. So you have 1 minute, and you don't start voting until I say go. And remember, vote for the character that you think is better, the character that you want to stay. If you think the character should go, do not vote for them. You're voting based on whether you like the character more. So, like, just an example, Thomas and Henry, they're not up together, and they won't be up together. But Thomas and Henry, if they say they're both on screen, if you like Henry better, then you put one in for Henry. You say the character's name. You just say Henry or Thomas or whichever character is on screen in order to vote for them. You are not allowed to say, the character's name multiple times because that makes it harder for me to decipher everything. Like, don't go in and start putting, like, Henry, 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 and start spamming, because, I mean, spamming will not be tolerated on my streams either way, but just a reminder to behave responsibly, because if that doesn't happen, it could ruin the whole thing for everybody, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to completely cancel the stream because people don't know how to act. But I trust that you're all civilized enough to behave like good people, I guess. I don't know. It's nighttime. I'm running out of ideas here, but I'm just gonna fix this real quick because it looks really weird, I think, in the background, unless I'm just seeing things. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that makes it look a little nicer back there. It looked a little bumpy. Before we start, I want to answer this question real quick. Where did you get a wooden railway old slow coach? I got it as a Christmas present that was actually picked out by Peter himself, Crazy Caboose Creations, and as we all know, he is no longer with us, and that is why it is one of the many items, along with the very same Thomas that I use right now, that came from him, that I will cherish for the rest of my life. So, hopefully that answers your question. I'm pretty sure that came from either eBay or Mercari. I don't know where he got it from, but, yeah, that's where that old slow coach came from. Old slow coach shouldn't be that hard to find, if you look, because I don't think she's particularly rare or anything. Does 10 cents count? What do you mean by that? Do you mean as a character in the character elimination? How would I put 10 cents here? The only way I could put 10 cents in this is if I use my Lego replica of 10 cents, which is really simple to begin with anyway. But, yeah. Here's my 10 cents Lego custom. I don't know if I've shown this before. I probably have. But yeah, this is 10 cents. At some point, I might try and make the rest of the Starfleet and maybe some of the Z stacks, but I really don't know. But I hope you guys like this little guy. I'm pretty proud of him. I built him back in, like, March, so he's been around for a while. But with that, after a lot of procrastinating and explaining rules, we are ready to start. One more reminder, vote for the character that you want to stay, not the character that you want to get rid of, because that's not how this game works. It works the other way. Vote for the one that you want to stay. And whoever has the most votes moves on, and whoever has the least votes is eliminated and put off to the side, and they're out of the game, at least for now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, maybe I'll throw 10 cents in just for fun. I don't know. I mean, he's technically not a Thomas character, but he's still a character, so I don't know. Hello, Recon Warrior. We're just about to start the game. So remember, vote for the character that you want to stay. I know I sound like a broken record, but I really want to make this clear so this works properly. Okay, so like I said before, I'm going to pick 2 characters from random without even looking at the bin. I'm going to close my eyes, and whichever characters come out are the ones that we're going to start with. And at this point, I plan on just sticking with classic series characters, just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, so to start off, we have... Please excuse that troublesome truck. I'm going to move him out of here real quick so he doesn't start making noise, because he's the talking one, and he's the CGI one. So he makes the annoying sounds of, like, I don't even know. I don't even want to try to do the voice, but you all know how annoying he is, so we're going to keep him out of the bin. Alright, now I'm ready to pick my first 2 characters that we're going to put up against each other. Alright, so first we are doing... Ooh, this is going to be an interesting choice. We have Class 40. Once again, I'm sorry the light is really bright on their faces. I can't really help that at the moment. And we have, so we have Class 40 versus... Okay, this is going to be really weird. We have Class 40 versus George the Steamroller. That's going to be a really interesting choice. So start voting for your favorite, the one you want to stay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we are almost at the end of voting for round 1. Just warning you, we have about 25 seconds left. I will let you know when the voting ends. And time. No more votes after this. Also, whoever this person is that said George 3 times, remember, don't say the character more than once, because that makes things very, very difficult for me. So it looks like, from what I've seen, there's a lot of variety in these. Okay, I told you not to spam, you're still continuing to do it, so you're being timed out. Okay, now that that stuff was taken care of, let's look back through the votes. And, Flying Scotsman Productions. I remember last time you helped me with counting up the votes, so if you'd like to do that again, then that would be greatly appreciated. In case it takes long, because I don't want this to take forever. Alright, so here's where the voting started. I'm going to mute the mic for a little bit so I can calculate all this together, and then we can find the end result of round 1. Okay, everybody, the results are in, and the final score is Class 40 with 4 points, and George, the Steamroller, with 6 points. Which means that George wins round 1 and will move on to round 2, and Class 40 is eliminated from the game, at least for now, because in the future he might have a second chance. Will he win? We will find out when that time comes. So, George wins, so now he's at the front here, and whoever he will be facing off against will go in the back. Alright, let's see what's been going on in the chat, because lots of weird stuff has been happening. Well, I don't know about weird, but a lot of things have been happening. Hey, Crimson JPEG or whatever. I'm just going to call you Crimson because it's easier. Where did the cat come from? That's what I'm wondering. Where did the cat come from? That's it, boys. I'm taking over. No, he's going to steal my channel. What do I do? This is my channel now. Okay, so we have Seth, we have the gaming flutist, we have Liam, and all these other people trying to claim my channel, which is wonderful, saying stuff like, "Oh, I also have his number." Yeah, well, I guess that means you're just Liam does, and so does the gaming flutist and all these people. Well, it's just these two people. Well, if you do, then that means, I don't know, I guess that means you're more special than everyone else? I don't know. Anyway, let's have an auction for his channel, yeah. Yeah, let's see how much it goes for. Out of you three, who is gonna get my channel? I honestly don't know, but it's staying as my channel for now, so you're going to have to wait a very long time if you want my channel. So you three can figure that out on your own. But anyway, that's not the important part of the live stream. The important part of the live stream is getting this figured out and moving on with the game. Okay, so next up in round 2, we will be voting with, well, not voting. Okay, let me rephrase that because I don't know how to talk, I guess. I guess after like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., whatever time my words start slipping away from me, probably 9 because it just became 9 and I'm struggling to form coherent sentences. Next up will be George against... Alright, let's see here. Okay, this might be a little bit interesting. Round 2 will be George versus Percy. This will be a really strange round here. We'll just have to see what happens. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, I'm going to mute the mic while you vote. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until the voting ends. Because that would make a little bit more sense, I guess. Because I want to make sure that... You know what? I will just mute the mic now. It's easier that way. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, no more voting. Any votes after this will be ignored because they were not put in during the voting time. So, like I did before, I'm going to mute the microphone and I will figure out the score from there. So, I will see you all when I get back. Okay, the final score is in, and wow, this is surprising. Actually, it's not totally surprising, but the final score is George with a whopping 10 points against Percy with only 2 points. George completely destroyed Percy, so that means that George moves on yet again to round 3, and Percy has been eliminated. Wow, I did not expect that. I mean, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't know which one you would like better. I never really thought about that before, but yeah, George completely oh gosh, that's going to be taken out of context. George completely smashed Percy. Okay, that's even worse. Oh gosh. Okay, anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's move on to round 3, shall we? Okay. Oh my gosh, I need help. All right. So the final score is George with 10 points, Percy with 2. George moves on, Percy's eliminated. Are we clear? Okay, good, because I don't want to make this take any longer than it needs to. All right. The next round is... Hang on, let me get this figured out with the next round. The next round is George versus ooh, this will be an interesting one. George versus Stepney the Bluebell Engine. This will be a really fun round. I'm really excited to see how it goes. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five, four, three, two, one, time. No more votes will be accepted after the time is over. So, all the votes are in, and time to count these up. This should be really interesting. All right. All right. This will be really fun. Okay, it looks like we already have a score figured out, but let me just double check to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so surprising to me. I never thought this would happen, but here we are. Okay, the final score is George with 7 points and Stepney with 5 points. Wow, I expected Stepney to win that time. And I'm picking all the characters blindly. Like, I'm not even looking, I'm just grabbing whoever I grab out of my bin. And, that's how it goes. I was not expecting Stepney to lose that. And I'm sure Liam is absolutely furious right now because I know how much he loves Stepney. But unfortunately for Liam and anyone else who voted for Stepney or prefers Stepney, George is moving on yet again to round 4, and Stepney has been eliminated, surprisingly. Alright, let's get everything gathered up and move on to the next round. That was a shocking end right there. I was not expecting Stepney to lose because I know how much people absolutely adore him as a character. So it was really shocking for me. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. I'm amazed at that, you know. Wow, Stepney got completely... Well, he didn't get completely decimated like Percy. Yeah. You're all dead to me. Yep, what did I say? Liam is really upset now. Anyone with the name Liam is dead to me. Same. Oh my gosh. Okay. Uh-oh, Liam's leaving the stream. See, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Seriously, look what you've done. How could you do this to Liam? But I'm not gonna end the whole game just because one person's upset. I know he's probably kidding anyway, though, because he does that a lot. I don't really like Stepney, never have. Oh, that's going to make Liam mad. You know what, at this point, it doesn't matter. Just let it all out and see what happens. Okay, before everyone in the chat kills each other, let's get on to the next round. Round 4. Alright, okay, well, Recon Warrior, if you hate it, then don't watch. It's not that hard. Please pick a good one. I am picking everything blindly, so it's not an obvious choice. So you will have to wait and see who gets picked, and we'll just have to go from there, because it makes it more interesting to just pick blindly. Alright. I was going to say something, but now I'm not going to say it because I know it'll probably screw the whole game up. Next, we are looking at George, the Steamroller, versus... Ooh, this should be an interesting one. All of these have been really interesting. Like, really interesting matchups. And really surprising conclusions. So for this round, this will definitely be a challenge, or at least I think it will be. George versus Duke. Yeah, this will be really strange in the end, and I'm really worried about what the results are going to be. So start voting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. This is going to be a very fun round because I did not know that this many people love George so much. I mean, I kind of like George too, but I didn't know people liked him this much. All right, we have a little bit left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we are done. Now it is time to count up the votes. And Seth, if you want to help me again, that would be wonderful. Thank you. By the way, Seth, thank you so much for counting up the votes with me and helping me out, because this stream would probably be going way slower than it already is. But this is like the quickest that character elimination has ever gone on my channel. All right. I'm a little bit worried for what the results are going to be, and I feel like I might already know based on the previous events of this live stream. Okay, I think I already know who won, but I'm not done counting up the votes yet, so we can't be sure just yet. Liam is gonna be thrilled. Oh boy. Alright, if this is what I think it is, this is gonna... I don't know. Alright, wow, that's surprising. Just finished counting up Duke's votes, and I think I already know who the winner is, but we can't be sure until we've counted everything up, because I don't know if anyone's rigged anything here. But it seems like you guys understand the rules nicely, so that's good to know. Okay, it looks like... I think I counted up 9. Because it was a pretty big number. So, the final results are Duke with 3 points. And George with 9 points. That means that George is moving on yet again. And Duke has been eliminated. Oh, Seth is telling me 10-2. I thought I saw 3, unless someone repeated an answer or deleted, or just deleted an answer. But either way, George still wins, and Duke is eliminated. Surprisingly, okay, I really thought Duke was gonna win that time, because I don't even know. Okay, Liam, I know you're probably joking, but if you actually do that, you could lose your moderator privileges, just because I like to keep things normal in here. That was another really bad voice crack. If only I could do a good Duke voice, and I'd have a lot of fun reading that. But yeah, I am shocked that Duke lost that. Even more shocked than I was when Stepney lost, because basically everyone loves Duke. I'm starting to wonder if there's a secret pattern going on here. But hey, everyone loves George the Steam Troller. Yes, I just said Steam Troller. Some of you might get that reference. But yeah, George is moving on yet again. And he is still on a huge winning streak in this game. Hang on, I just want to fix something with the ballast real quick. It's a little bit wonky over here. I just need to fix it. You can see some of like the bottom part here. I just wanted to fix it. Yeah, hopefully that looks a little bit nicer. I don't know if you can even tell from here if that bush is in the way, but oh well, at least the characters are visible and they look good. So with that, let's move on yet again to another round. Round 5, I believe. Alright, I'm hoping that I can pick a character that might offer a little bit more competition, because if you guys are picking George just for the sake of keeping George in and you don't actually like him better, please don't do that. Please don't rig the game purposely, because that kind of takes the fun out of it. So if there's a character that comes up and you genuinely like them more than George, then just go ahead and say it. Alrighty. Next up is George versus... Ooh, okay. Rheneas. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! George versus Rheneas. Alright, let's see how it goes. See you later, Seth. If anyone else wants to help me with counting the votes, then that's good to know. But if not, then I'll just do it myself. Although it might take a little bit longer. And I'm already seeing these results. Like oh my gosh, that's just interesting. And I think I already know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't want to like do anything else. Oh, I think I've made a huge mistake here. All right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, time. Okay, Crimson, I'll count yours because it slipped in at like the very last second. No more votes after that will be counted, but that is just crazy. Okay. Let me read the chat here. If one of you wants to help me, then that would be amazing. Because that makes it... It's not that I don't know. Alright, I'm going to mute the mic real quick. Actually, never mind, because it's already figured out for me. Let me just check the chat one more time just to make sure. Okay, this is really starting to seem like a pattern here. The final score is Rheneas with 4 points and George with 9 once again. Okay, I'm starting to wonder if people are doing this on purpose. Do people really love George that much? I'm not going to criticize you and I'm not going to share my opinion here. But I did not know people loved George this much, unless it's not true and you guys are purposely rigging the game, in which case, please don't do that. Because that kind of screws up the whole concept of the game. Honestly, George did deserve more episodes, though. I love George, too. But it's just amazing how much love he's getting in this live stream. Alright, I'm just making some adjustments here to make the scoreboard look a little better. Because I'm writing everything down on my iPad just to keep things simple. I love this comment so much. I don't know anything about the engines. He just looks cool. I mean, I don't really blame you. He is pretty cool looking, I guess. George and Thomas and the Magic Railroad was an interesting concept, and we never see it played out. Yeah, that would have been interesting seeing George, but Magic Railroad obviously didn't turn out the best. But you're free to have your own opinions on what you think of the movie. I personally don't really care for it, and definitely consider it non-canon, but hopefully we can all be civilized and agree to disagree if we need to, and not go to war over it, if you know what I mean, like some people might. I don't know, we'll just have to act civilized about it. Alright, don't worry, I didn't completely give up on the stream. I'm just making some adjustments. Okay. Okay, bye, gaming flutist. See you later. Talk to you later. Do whatever. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream. George would have been a cameo. Nah, he was supposed to do a little more than a cameo. From what I remember, at least. Alright, I'm almost ready to continue, guys. I promise. Okay, I think I got it now. I was just rearranging things to make more space on my screen here in the document that I'm keeping all of this in. Alright, George has continued to go through this game basically undefeated. So let's continue the game on and see what happens from here, because this has certainly been an interesting game tonight. Alright, so for round 5, we will be looking at the next 2 characters, and they are Alright, hang on. I need to edit one more thing. Wait, no I don't. Never mind. Our next characters are George versus Alright, this will be an interesting choice. I just gotta find his tender before we can get started, because you can't forget the tender. It's pretty important. Okay, where is it? Alright, where can it be? Don't tell me I can't find his tender. No, that's Donald's tender. Okay, this is not good. Don't tell me I lost his tender. Alright. I really want to find his tender. I don't want to just have him show up without a tender. That would be a little bit weird. No, that is not his tender. That is a truck. Seriously, where did this tender go? Why can't I find it? I don't know what's going on. I guess his tender just decided to disappear. Oh, there's his tender, finally. Chase, can you just get rid of George entirely? Well, I can't exactly do that because that's kind of cheating. But, yeah, you probably heard me mention it, but... Okay, hang on. First off, Rheneas has been eliminated from round 4, and George is, Wait, that was round 5, wasn't it? Hang on a minute. I need to recount this because I got a little messed up here. Okay, yeah, that was round 5. Yeah, Rheneas is eliminated. And George is moving on yet again. Stanky54 is Liam's alt account, in case you didn't know. And if you were trying to hide that, sorry. But yeah, like you probably heard me say earlier, the next round, round 6, is George versus Douglas the Scottish Twin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. George or Douglas? Alright, okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, this is going to be a different round, I think. All right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, no more votes will be accepted after this. I'm going to count them up unless you want to help me. And anyone in the chat is welcome to help with counting votes as long as you're accurate and not lying or purposely trying to mess things up so your character wins. Oh my gosh, is this... Oh my gosh. Okay, this is unbelievable. The final results, if I read this correctly and looked over everything correctly, the final results are Douglas with a total of 5 points and George with a total of 3 points. So that means that after a streak eliminated from the game, but maybe that might be a good thing for some of you who were really sick and tired of George winning, like Liam. But now we have Douglas as the front character, since he is the current leader during all of this. Yes, Douglas beat George. It took a while, but George finally lost his streak. Some of you are probably very happy about that. I know that Liam probably is. But with that, let's move on to round number 7. So, yeah, I'm just as shocked as you all are that someone beat George. I thought George was going to make it through like the whole game at this rate. But all the same, I figured he was going to be taken down eventually. Hang on, I'm just fixing something here with the camera. All right, there we go. So the next pairing, the next matchup will be Douglas versus... Ooh, okay. Two Scottish characters. This will be interesting, and it's not Donald. Spoiler alert. The next pairing is Douglas versus Duncan. Okay, this should be interesting. I say that a lot, but these are really all interesting, so I might as well stop saying it because it's pretty much lost its meaning at this point. So voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, okay. Something in common. They're both Scottish. Yeah, I just mentioned that earlier. I'm not going to mute the mic while you guys vote anymore. I mean, obviously I won't say my opinions to try and force you to go for a certain character, but yeah, they're both Scottish engines, so it's pretty much perfect for these two to be paired up. And I didn't pair up both Scottish twins because I know what most people think of which twin they like better, and it would have just been too predictable. I'm not gonna put twins up against each other unless I'm out of other options, because some people usually like one of them better than the other. Time. Sorry I didn't do the countdown. I almost forgot. Actually, I did forget. I was just a little bit too sidetracked reading the chat and talking. So now it is time to count up the votes and figure out the final score. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Duncan's votes have been counted up. Now let's go for Douglas. Ooh. Alright, so the final results that I saw when I looked at the chat were Duncan with 7 points and Douglas with only 2 points, which means that Douglas is eliminated from the game. And wait, hang on. Nope, do not fall over, Douglas. Please stay on the shelf or whatever I'm putting you on. What the heck? Why won't he stay? Usually he stays just fine. I don't know what happened. I'll just have to put him with the magnet there because usually that's not a problem. Usually the engines stay there, but he, because the thing I'm putting the engines on is magnet. Just want to point that out. So I'm not purposely choosing characters that, oh, it's obvious who's going to get picked. No, because that makes the game uninteresting and not fun. But, yeah. That was another really good round. Since Duncan is now the leader, he is coming up to the front, hopefully not bumping into bushes and other foliage, but can't have everything go our way all the time, can we? Let's just move around a little bit. Please stay in place, thank you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's move Duncan up. And the next round will be Duncan versus... Alright, let's see here. Actually, no, let's not see here. Technically, I shouldn't be seeing. Alright, another narrow gauge engine, it looks like. Wow, okay. This one might be difficult for some people, because I know these are both fan favorite narrow gauge engines. Duncan versus Sir Handel. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, I just noticed Sir Handel kind of blends in with the night sky background that I use. He just looks a tiny bit darker, I think. But, yeah, he looks pretty close. Like, he could just blend into the night. That's really interesting. 3, 2, 1, time. Alright, I think I might know who won. I need to check, though. And once again, it would be wonderful if you could help me count these up just to make things move quicker. All right. Sir Handel's votes have been counted. Oh my gosh, wow, that was a large win. The final score is Sir Handel with 7 points and Duncan with only 1 point. So that means that Duncan, of course, is eliminated. And Sir Handel is continuing on to the next round. And now that that has happened, we can get ready for round 9. Ooh, this will be another interesting one, of course. Sir Handel versus Oliver the Great Western Engine. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we're almost out of time. Not out of time for the stream, but for the voting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, time to count up the votes. Alright, Oliver's votes have been counted. Now let's move on to Sir Handel. Okay, I counted up 5 points for Oliver and only 3 points for Sir Handel, which means that Sir Handel has been eliminated from the game. And Oliver will continue on to round number 10. And the character that he will be facing off against is Skarloey. Voting will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Go. I mean, not 0. Go. Yeah, go. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can tell it's late. Well, it's not late. It's only 9:45. That's not too late, at least for me. Alright, we will have to see what the results of this round are. Okay. Also, we are running quite low on people, so if you guys know how to get more people here, if you guys want to get more people to join, so we can add some more people to this stream in order for us to have more people voting for characters, because that's always nice and helpful. I hope to do this all in one go and then do the next part of the character elimination games in another live stream, like as a part 2, and there's probably going to be part 3 and part 4. I don't know how many parts this whole first game will go on for. But we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, also, I got completely sidetracked. The voting is ended now. Alright, let's see here. First, I'm going to count up Skarloey. Alright, Skarloey's votes have been counted. Oh, wow, okay. So the final score of this round is Skarloey with 5 points, and Oliver with only 1 point, which means Oliver is eliminated from the game, and Skarloey moves on to round number 11. Funny, because Oliver was just here. But, yeah, let's go on to the next round here to speed things along a little bit, I guess. Alright. The next round will be Alright, this will be an interesting one yet again. Like it always is, I guess, if you've heard how I've been talking. Skarloey versus Edward. 2 old engines that are adored by many. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Time. Alright. Alright, the final score is Skarloey with 4 points and Edward with only 2 points. Funny, because that's his number, but it's also not funny for Edward, or amusing in any way, because that means that he has been eliminated from the game for now, and Skarloey moves on to round 12. I think it's round 12 anyway. Hang on. Yeah, this is round 12. Okay, and the next matchup will be Skarloey versus Toby the Tram Engine. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Also, please try and get more people to watch because the stream still seems decently fine on my end. Wait, hang on. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, never mind. It's back now. Yeah, in case you missed it, Skarloey... Wait, no, not Skarloey. Yeah, Skarloey. Skarloey only got 2 points, and Toby had 3, I think. Yeah, either way, Toby still won, because I counted up the votes. So, that is the final score. Skarloey is eliminated, and Toby moves on to the next round. Yeah, I don't know why the stream keeps doing that. I can't really do much about it, unfortunately. But yeah, Toby wins this round, and he's going on to the next round to face off against another character. Like I said before, please everyone try and get more people here. I know I sound desperate and I'm basically just self-promoting like crazy at this point, but I really need people here in order for this stream to go right. Alright, I'll be right back to the game in a little bit. I just want to try something quickly just to see if I can figure something out. But yeah, about the stream being glitchy, I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just straight up starts repeating the same thing over and over again. But then it gets back to normal, so I really don't know what's going on, but unfortunately, it seems like there's not much that I can do about it. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is round 13. I can tell by how many characters have been eliminated because I'm looking off to the side here. Alright, now I think I have that figured out, so we can go back to the game. And the next matchup will be Toby versus I'm going to do some digging in here for a while before I can find a character because I want to take a little more time. Okay, I got a character now, so we're ready to continue. For those of you who are still watching, which if you are, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this game, even though parts of it can be a little boring when I'm like trying to figure stuff out. And thanks to the people helping me keep score. That's another big help for me. But anyway, without further ado, let's get back into the game. The next matchup is Toby versus Donald the Scottish Twin. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. All right, I'm going to count up the votes real quick. All right, the final score is Toby with 4 points and Donald with 2 points, which means Donald has been eliminated. So now both Scottish twins have been eliminated from the game, unfortunately for them and anyone else who voted for them. And as a result, that means that Toby will be facing off against another character. Oh, we have 9 people watching now. If any new people are joining, please make yourself known in the chat. Please say hi, or just please say anything, just so I can tell who you are, I guess. I don't know. Sorry if that sounds creepy, but I like to know who's watching my streams, just because, in case there's any new people, because I like to welcome new viewers to my channel, because I love all my viewers, and I want you to feel welcome here. Alright, anyway, next up, Toby will be facing off against Boko, the diesel engine. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, 6 people are here, so hopefully those 6 people vote and help move this along, because that would be greatly appreciated. Alright, voting is now done. And wow, only like 3 people voted on this one and made it super easy. Toby wins with 2 points and Boko loses with 1 point. Not that big of a loss considering not many people voted, but unfortunately for Boko, he is no longer in the game, which means that Toby moves on yet again. And this time he will be facing off against the next character who gets picked out of the bin. And that character is Bulgy the Bus. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Toby or Bulgy? just curious, what would happen in an instance where two characters get the same amount of votes? Then we do the round again and see if anything changes. As like a tiebreaker almost. Okay, voting has now ended. Sorry, I missed the time cutoff, I think. Alright, so let's count up the votes here. Alright, a few more people voted this time. Alright, the final score is Bulgy with 3 points and Toby with 1 point, actually. Wow, okay. That means Toby is finally eliminated after being there for a good while. And Bulgy now moves up front as our leader on the railway tracks. Because logic doesn't exist in this game. Well, technically it has to. I mean, whatever. But yeah, Bulgy is moving on, and he will be facing off against Devious Diesel himself. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And remember, if you're watching, please vote just to keep things moving along, because I don't want to be at the point where only like 1 or 2 people are voting, because that makes it way too easy. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Alright, I'm going to start counting up the votes now. Alright, all the votes have been counted, and the final total is Diesel with 4 points and Bulgy with only 2 points, which means that Diesel wins this round and Bulgy has been eliminated. Also, hello, Tired Edward. I don't believe I know you, and I don't believe I've seen you here before. So if that is the case, unless you're just someone who's changed their name, then welcome to the channel, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed here. I've just been trying to get more people to watch the stream because I need more people in order for this game to work, but any help would be greatly appreciated to get people to join. I know I sound desperate and kind of annoying, but that's kind of how this game works. But anyway, with that out of the way, next character pairing will be Diesel versus Rusty, another diesel engine. Okay, sorry, I didn't begin the voting yet. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a little sidetracked for a second. Caleb, don't be upset if I deleted your message. I deleted it because it was before the voting time, and I see that you put it again. So I removed it just to avoid confusion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, I'm going to count the votes now. Okay, the final score is Rusty with 3 points and Diesel with only 1 point, which means that Diesel is eliminated now and Rusty moves on to the next round. So the character that Rusty will be facing off against is Bill. Another one of those really random character pairings. Timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Rusty versus Bill. Yeah, it is Bill. It's not Ben. It's Bill. Alright, voting is soon done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Alright, wow, that was close. Okay, so the final score is Bill with 2 points and Rusty with 3 points, which means that Rusty moves on and Bill is eliminated. So next, Rusty will be facing off against Mavis, the diesel engine. Voting begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Rusty versus Mavis. Voting ends very soon. Five, four, three, two, one, time. All right, I'm going to count up the votes here and see who won. Wow, okay, that's a big win right there. Well, not a huge win or a big win or anything, but still pretty big for the amount of people we have watching. The final score is Mavis with 4 points and Rusty with only 1. So that means that Rusty is now eliminated from the game, and Mavis moves on to the next round. So in the next round, Mavis will be facing off against Ooh, this will be a really interesting one. The next round is Mavis versus Harold the Helicopter. Wow, quite a random choice. Voting starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mavis versus Harold the Helicopter. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. Time. Okay. All right, time to count this up. Okay, this is an interesting predicament. Mavis and Harold both received 2 points, which means that we need to do this round over. So, once again, vote for which character you like better, Mavis or Harold. And if it ties again, then we'll just save them for later. Or we'll figure something else out. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, the vote is a tie once again, so we need at least one more vote in order to break the tie. So if anyone else is still watching, please put your vote in. It's very important. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, both characters won the same amount of points yet again. Okay, hang on. No, actually, I guess something didn't load right on my end because there's another vote for Mavis here. And since it was like at the last second from what I could tell, I will allow it. Plus, it'll help us speed things along. Also, hello, Kildane's Spook Factory. Yeah, Mavis finishes with 3 points, and Harold finishes with 2 points, which means Harold the helicopter is eliminated. And Mavis will continue yet again. Mavis is going to be facing off against... Alright, here we go. Terrence the Tractor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mavis versus Terrence the Tractor. Alright, voting is soon over. And Terrence both received 2 points. So that means that we will try one more time with these 2 characters. Okay, we need to get more than just an even number of people, like when it's just 4 and 4. Oh, never mind, it is not a number of people. It's 3 people watching. Please try and get as many people as you can to watch this. I know it's kind of getting a little bit later, but we're almost done. Yeah, I never thought that would come, but we're almost done. And you know what? Just to keep it simple, I changed my mind. Instead of doing the full classic series, we're just doing seasons 1 through 4. Just 1 through 4 characters to make things easier. Because I have nearly every character from that era except for Scruffy, so it'll work fine. No characters past... No characters past the 4th season. Alright, so the next round, which is the same as before because we had a tie, begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Terrence versus Mavis. Okay, this is not good. We only have 2 people watching. We need to get more or else I'm going to have to end the stream early, and I don't really want to do that. A little bit delayed. because I was distracted by the lack of people. But yeah, it looks like Mavis got nothing and Terrence got 2, which means Mavis is eliminated by those rules. And Terrence is going on to the next round. Okay, hang on a minute. I want to see what characters we still have left, because I want to see how many are left before I can get this done. Alright, everybody, so here's the situation. I still have a ton of characters left to go through from the first 4 seasons. Conclusion of Terrence winning the current round, which I don't remember what number it is. I've lost count, but I'll have to check. And I will edit the title to show how much of the character elimination game was completed at this point. And then during the next stream, I will continue the game where we left off. And we can finish that up and then basically be done with that for now and then just keep going from there. Of course, now when I'm saying that, people get here. Hello, people that just rejoined, I guess, or just joined from somewhere. Yeah, I'm sorry that you kind of joined at like the tail end where I decided to call it quits because no one was watching. But, well, I'm not really calling it quits. We're still going to continue this in the next live stream. So, if anyone out there is still watching, hi, I guess. You're a little bit too late now, I'm afraid. But until next time, I'm Chase, and thank you for watching Live with Chase. Thank you so much for playing along with character elimination, even though we didn't get to finish tonight because of the lack of people. We will get to finish eventually. And honestly, I might start a little earlier in the day next week where people might actually be able to watch. But yeah, thanks for sticking with the live stream the whole time for those of you who did. I know probably at least a few of you did. But yeah, thank you so much, and as always, good night. And thanks for watching, thanks for playing. We will continue next time. Bye.